girlies, welcome back to the channel. Today I am barefaced because you are going to be getting ready with me head to toe, quite literally. And I mean all the way from hair care routine all the way down to what I'm wearing on my feet. And I'm getting ready to go absolutely nowhere. I also have a lot to do later on, like content wise, and I thought I may as well just put on a full face of makeup and feel cute because I haven't done that in such a long time. So to start off my little glow up, I am going to talk to you guys about my new hair care routine, which has just been working so amazing for me. And this also leads in today's sponsor, which is Function of Beauty. Oh my god, I have a sponsor, guys, can you believe? Imagine me doing a sponsor completely barefaced as well. Like, who is she? Confidence is really thriving today. So hair care is something that is so important to me because obviously I bleach my hair quite a lot. Don't know if you can tell. And it's always so difficult for me to find shampoos, conditioners, and just even like body wash that suits my personal needs. Obviously, I'm gonna have a lot of breakage due to the bleach, and also because of the sunburn I've been getting on my scalp recently, my head is so dry. It just needs that moisture back, guys. So Function of Beauty is a self-care brand. They range from hair care to body care. And you go on their website and fill out a 2-minute form. That's literally all it is. And you basically just need to tell them what your hair goals are, what your hair type is, pretty much what you want to achieve. And mine is for my hair not to be dead anymore. So you can also choose the fragrance and the colour of your shampoos, conditioners, body wash, body lotion, literally anything you want. So I decided to go for silvery blue and blue just because I wanted that colour theme to be in my shower. And on top of that, I also got a body wash and a body lotion. So the body wash I also got in the blue, but then I wanted to spice up a little bit and I got my lotion in purple because this one's going to go in my cupboard. And you guys know I just love to colour coordinate my cupboards. It has to happen. So now we got a colour theme going on. So for my shampoo, the fragrance that I chose was mandarin and peach. I have never ever smelled those combinations together, but I just love my hair to smell fruity. I'm actually going to admit now that I have hair perfumes that I use, but now I don't need to anymore because with Function of Beauty it's already fragrance and it literally smells so good. But then for conditioner, I did actually choose a different scent. For my conditioner, I got eucalyptus and mint. This reminds me of my childhood so much. I just think it's such a refreshing scent, and the best way to end your shower is obviously feeling refreshed. So there we go. On top of this, you can actually customize your bottles as well. So mine actually says Function of Has, which I just think is such a cute personal touch to these bottles. So the 5 things that I chose that I want my Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner to help me with was the volumization of my hair. I actually have just jumped out of the shower and dried my hair from using the Function of Beauty products, and my hair is already so much more volumized. It's ridiculous. I also wanted the product to soothe my scalp because I've had really bad sunburn recently, and it's just a no-go area, you know, and I don't want to have to be putting moisturizer on my head. Like, that's just weird. Oil control is also a massive issue for me. I literally can wash my hair one day and the next day it would be greasy. So Function of Beauty has just been completely life-changing for me in that sense. I always thought that I had to leave my hair for such a long period of time in order to get it back to its natural roots, but honestly investing in Function of Beauty just completely sorted that out for me. Nourishing my roots and strengthening is also very key to me, obviously. I keep saying, but I bleached my hair. I don't know if it's that obvious to you guys. So if I couldn't love Function of Beauty any more than I already do, they've recently transitioned to being sustainable. All of their boxes are 100% recycled, and they've also changed all of their recent orders from plastic bottles to PCR bottles, which is just incredible. For those of you that don't know what PCR is, I'm going to leave a little explanation on the screen, but it's just such a better way to use materials. Chef's kiss for the planet, am I right? This means that they're contributing to reducing the carbon footprint of the world, which you just can't ask for anything else, can you? Along with this, there's also no parabens, sulfates, GMOs, or toxins, and they are 100% vegan and cruelty-free, guys. I knew you'd like that one. I really knew. Within your order as well, you also receive a free sticker kit. So obviously, because the scent of my shampoo is peach and mandarin, I put peachy clean on it. I just think that's pretty iconic. If you guys are interested in Function of Beauty, there'll be a link in the description, which also gives you 20% off. I'm literally so happy that they have sponsored this video because Function of Beauty have been one of my favorite brands for so long. Honestly, you cannot fault their products at all. I literally just love them, and as a brand as well, I just love them so much. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much to Function of Beauty, of course, and let's carry on with getting ready. For now, I'm literally just gonna tie my hair back. That failed. That didn't look nice at all. And now I look like a schoolgirl with totally hair fresh. So the makeup I'm going to do today is quite au naturel. I did it on my stories a while ago and you guys were literally obsessed with it. So I thought I would show you guys how I achieved the look. So many of you thought I had false lashes on and I didn't. Well, I kind of, you'll see. You'll see. Don't get ahead of yourself. So on my base, I have just used my Stila One Step Correct Primer. I don't really do that much to my base. But I did discover that my Laura Mercier, what's it called again? Laura Mercier, like, tinted moisturizer, that's the one. That was breaking me out really bad, and I've now actually discovered a new one, a new tinted moisturizer, and this is a skin tint by Morphe. This is one of their recent launches. Oh, it's Morphe 2, not just Morphe. Oopsie. And they kindly sent me that in a PR package. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it because I'd actually never used Morphe products apart from eyeshadows, but it's bomb. Like, it literally matches to your skin tone. When I put it on, you're gonna think I'm an absolute weirdo, but can I also just mention this? I've obviously been on holiday and my skin has gone really tan, but my face hasn't. And I know it's not going to be that bad when I watch it back, but right now in the viewfinder, I look like I've got fake tan on, but I can promise you this is a natural tan. But because I exfoliate my face so much and I'm constantly washing it because I literally get so paranoid about having bad skin, yeah, my face is pretty white. I just think that my face tans very well. This literally matches to your skin tone perfectly. It kind of takes little tones from your skin and is like, voila, hello, it's your perfect shade. So let's roll these bad boys up. To color correct as well, because obviously I've got a bit of a tan now, I'm going to be using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm so bougie nowadays. And I'm actually going to use a brush to put this on because, honey, I don't use a sponge anymore apart from concealer. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4. So I'm going to show you it without anything else because, to be honest, it is really good coverage. It's like light to medium. If you're looking for that finish, it's chef's kiss. It is literally such an amazing finish as well, and even though it only says light to medium, I think the coverage is quite good. It's gonna look really orange when I first put this on, so let's just ignore that. See what I mean? Like, this is a completely different shade to what is blended into my face. It just looks very full on when you first put it on. Do you know what? For spot, I'm not doing so bad at the minute. Obviously you guys know I've got a new skincare routine. I showed you that a while ago. Working pretty well for me, and this foundation, oh my god, the coverage makes me want to crawl up into a ball and just pass away. It's so good. I can't believe it's taken me so long to find this foundation combination. I used to always love that natural glowy finish, and I used to just use dewy foundation, but that is not the way to go. Tinted moisturizer and then spot concealing with a high coverage foundation is the way to go, baby girls. Make sure you don't neglect your neck as well. Concealer. Remember when that was a thing? Concealer. So I am actually going to be using the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion concealer. I know I just said that their products were breaking me out before. However, this concealer isn't, luckily. So I just put this under my eyes, on my eyelid, and then that's it. I don't put it anywhere else because I'm stupid and I just don't want to highlight my face apparently. And I do use a beauty blend for this. I feel like no one should ever take makeup tips from me, because although I went to a fashion uni and studied makeup, I feel like I just do it wrong. I obviously do know what works well for other people, but it's like with my face, it's just new rules. Whatever I want goes. I would never do half this stuff to somebody else because I feel like you're more ruthless with your own face, aren't you? So that is such a good concealer, guys. It literally looks like I've had sleep, and I totally haven't. You saw my underwear bags this morning before I showered. Ooh, that was honestly some Hotel Transylvania shit. And I just powdered under my eyes with the Too Faced Peach Perfect. It's not even Too Faced, it is Too Faced. So I literally just packed this under. I always put it on my lids because they crease like hell, and then you look like you've done something you shouldn't be doing. I always swear by my Huda Beauty contour. This is the Tantour. This is the one in light. I just put it on my stippling brush and I make a bit of a line like so, and then I just blend it upwards. I honestly have been doing this makeup routine probably for like 2 weeks. It's honestly not been that long, and the compliments I've been receiving have just been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. You guys have been so kind. Even on my videos and stuff as well, like you guys will just be commenting like, oh my god, what makeup are you wearing? And I'm like, hun, don't have to say anymore, I'm coming. Stippling brushes are so much better than beauty blenders. I actually remember the time where I used to swear by beauty blenders. I would never ever put a brush on my face, and now here I am. I always used to use powder everything. Powder contour, powder blush, powder foundation I used to use as well, like, you know what I'm on about. Never again in my life am I ever using powder. Never. Gotta get that jaw, ladies. Put your back in it. And there we go, you're looking pretty snatched. But also, I just get a little bit on my nose, on the tip. Voila, that is your contour pretty much done, darling. We're gonna actually do blush and highlight at the same time. This is the Stila Complete Harmony. I can't remember what shade this is. Oh, Sheer Petunia. Why is it called that? Why is it called that then? Sheer Petunia. It's a weird name. You guys know this is my favorite highlight ever. This is the Revlon Skin Light. This is a lot. You just blend it out, blend up into your contour, and voila, you have some lovely rosy cheeks. Very subtle, to be honest. The fact that I'm using the same stippling brush for different products as well just builds up your coverage, because I don't know if you guys can remember, but when my skin was really bad on my cheek, I used to find it so hard to cover it because I'd constantly be using a beauty blender or like a different brush, and it always would pick up the product and take off. But now all the product's still on this brush, so nothing's budging. It's all just getting pushed back into my skin, which is really good. I never ever use powdered highlight. Not a bit of me, babes, not a bit of me. But this is, oh my god, it's just the best. It just like soaks into your skin. Like, it actually doesn't look like you've got a product on. It looks like you're just naturally glowing. I blend it all the way up under my brow. Oh my god, look at that. To die for. The Holy Grail product of today is the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil in Natural Black. Didn't know this was natural black actually, because I don't have black brows. However, this is just the shade that works for me. So it's a double-ended, you've got a speedy on the end, and then you've got a little crayon, and I just kind of draw on the individual hairs. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be brushing them out, so don't even worry about that. I feel like I never show you guys my brow routine. Might zoom you in a bit closer, darling. Down, down, down. Baby, are you down, 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 down? And then I also arch it there as well, and I just brush it out. That's literally all I do with my brows. The colouring in part anyway. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Anyone else remember Diddy, Dick and Dom? Baby, when I act like that guy will call me. Does she say that guy will call me fab? I surely bloody hope not. Or is it fab? That guy will call me fab. I don't think it says either, to be quite frank. Talktofrank.com. Juicy. We then grab the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. Everyone always thinks that I do soap brows whenever I do this step, but I can promise you it's literally just Benefit. I couldn't ever imagine myself with soap brows, and if it would look nice on me. Wait for it to dry, wait for it to get a bit tacky, a little bit chubbier, get a little bit Paul's Boutique, and then you basically just do the same thing. No offense to anyone that still wears Paul's Boutique. Back in my day, that was the M to the B, M to the B, M to B. Coming in hard with my bar, Sophie asking you about to get past. Eye time.
Hi, I'm Grace, I'm 17, and today I've come to discuss a condition known as FND. But before I get started, I would like to say a massive thank you for her for using her platform to allow me to spread awareness over my condition that affects me and many others. So FND, also short for functional neurological disorder, is a condition that affects the central nervous system. The best way to describe it is you have a computer. The hardware of the computer, so the brain itself, is fine, but then the software computer is messed up, so the central nervous system basically in the brain, like the wiring of the brain is off, resulting in sending the wrong signals to different parts of the body. This causes severe debilitating symptoms that can go from chronic pain to blindness to paralysis to not being able to eat, not being able to drink, different things like that. Me personally, I have several symptoms. So my symptoms are: my right leg is paralyzed, I have a right hand tremor, my cognitive is off, so I can't read and write on paper, and my brain works slower than most people's. I also have non-epileptic seizures, and I pass out quite a lot, and my body locks sometimes, like drinking or eating, and it'll suddenly lock, which causes the risk of choking or the risk of not being able to, like, I can breathe but it's struggling, but then I'm alright when I unlock, which I unlock with a pass out. There are many ways in which can cause FND, but a lot of the ways are unknown. But some of the ways are a traumatic event, so like a car crash, a brain injury, some trauma from your past. But personally, they think mine was caused by a virus when I was 14, which was about 4 years ago. So a little bit backstory: in 2016, I got really ill with a sickness bug, like a 12-day sickness bug, which is unusual to be constantly violently sick for 12 days. During that time, I was back and forth hospital, and my main symptoms at that time were dizziness, obviously violently sick, and not being able to walk properly. So it was like a stagger. So the best way to describe it is like a drunk person, because it's like a stagger gait, so you walk like that but like severely, and obviously like you can't control it. After those 12 days, after I stopped being sick, I stopped being dizzy, everything went, apart from the not being able to walk properly. So I was back in, back out of hospital loads, like all the time. This is quite regular with FND, because FND doesn't show up on MRI scans or blood tests due to it being the central nervous system, so it is quite hard for doctors to diagnose. But a lot of the time, when they can't find anything else that could be wrong, they normally diagnose with FND. So obviously that's what happened. I got diagnosed with functional neurological disorder, and I thought, great, that's good, I've got a diagnosis, now what do I do to help me get better? And unfortunately, due to the lack of research, especially 4 years ago, the doctors really had no clue, so I was kind of left for 8 months. And during that time, I got progressively worse, so I was just getting worse and worse. I eventually couldn't crawl, I couldn't walk at all, my legs were buckled beneath me, things like that. And eventually I got a physio who helped me a bit. I kind of got on my feet again, but I was still like stagger walking. It was going well, it was going fine, and then all of a sudden, about a year later, after all that had gone on, I was in an English class answering a question. All of a sudden my brain went off. It was like a light switch had gone off. I just all of a sudden lost the ability to talk, and then by the end of the day I couldn't talk at all. So I developed like a stammer. It was like progressive stammer, so you couldn't really understand what I was saying. And then about a week after that, I developed my right hand tremor, which I did have when I got worse, like over the period of time of the 2 years. Now I have it permanently, which happened 2 years ago as well. And then about another week later, I was in a community centre, just going to the toilet like I would normally, and then all of a sudden I couldn't feel down the right side of my leg, and I was like, what's going on? Unfortunately, because of this, I became paralysed in my right leg. And then about 2 weeks later, I developed non-epileptic seizures, which is basically represents like epilepsy, but there's no brain activity, so it's not epilepsy. It can't affect my brain, so it's kind of different to epilepsy, if that makes sense. FND, obviously, I hadn't even personally heard of it before I got diagnosed with it. The fact is that 1 out of 3 people, they actually do get diagnosed with FND, but because of the little research, they don't know what to do with them. So not a lot of people stay silent or don't want to go to doctors after their diagnosis, because obviously not a lot of people know what to do. Basically, because of this, a lot of people are left in the dark, and a lot of people progress to get debilitating symptoms, even worse than they were when they first progressed with FND. And yeah, so there are what was I saying? Oh, I'm gonna have to stop, I can't remember. However, despite all this, with more research, more education, more people knowing, like this video for example, I hope you've learned something that you didn't know before about FND. With more doctors knowing about it, with more people in general knowing about it, people like me will be able to get a better life and hopefully one day find a cure, because at the moment there isn't a cure for FND. You can be seen by a neurologist, occupational therapist, physiotherapist like I was, and other people to improve the symptoms. At the moment there's obviously no cure, but the positive out of this is being able to raise awareness and tell my story. So I just want to thank Haz once again for letting me explain my story. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you've learned something from this. Thank you.
So I brought you back in because what we're about to do is just very iconic. So I'm going to use the Juvia's Place palette, and this is the Deuce by Juvia's. Oh, it is my holy grail right now, honestly. And what I do is I take this tiny weeny brush, and I get that brown. Can I get that coke? Can I get that honey? And I'm pretty much doing what you would do with eyeliner, but with an eyeshadow. So tap off a little bit of excess because it does go into your eye. Basically create a wing with some eyeshadow, but keeping it very smoky, I guess. Like, don't try and do a harsh line. Smoke it out, baby, smoke it out. And then I do the wing as well. So with the wing, you obviously want it to be sharp, but then on the top part, you're kind of just like dragging your brush down. Then I want you to grab an eyeliner, and you're pretty much just gonna line your lash line. I also like to create a tiny little wing as well on top of what we've already done, because then we can build it up, and this is how we get a smoky liner. This isn't the typical way to do it, this is just like how I do it. Then what I do is I get a lot of that brown, like proper pack it on, and then I just follow the top of the black that we've just done, and I keep doing that so that it all fades out entirely, like so. Cute. Just gonna go off camera real quick and do the other one. Voila, my eyes are done. Wow, she's back better than ever. So now that we have these done, all we have to do is put on mascara, and then I will show you my little tips and tricks. Pardon me. So I've obviously curled my lashes, and the mascara that I've been using recently is, drum roll please, the Maybelline Last Sensational. I used to use this when I was like 12 years old, and I never thought I'd go back to it, but I was using the Benefit one for a bit, and I'm not gonna lie, it kept printing onto my upper eyelid area. It was so weird. So I decided to change it, and obviously you can get a waterproof one of these. It's just I'm not keeping this makeup on for long, so there's no point in me using that one. But the waterproof one is, oh my god, just so good. It's in like pink and blue. I'm basically doing my mascara but pushing it up and also blinking onto it. This makes them like proper long and voluminous. I will let you know though, the fallout on this mascara is absolutely diabolical. Like, I always get it up here on my eyelids, as you can see. It's literally everywhere. It's just something we have to deal with, guys. Now that that's done, I don't know if you can even tell very well, but my lashes on like my outer corner aren't very long, and I think this is from having infills ages ago, like literally so long. My lashes have just never really grown back. So what I do about that is I just get some really dainty little lashes. So these ones are the Hello Kitty false lashes. I believe they were from Primark. I think it was like a Primark collab, God, a year ago now. I've had them for a long time, and they look like this. Now the reason that one of them is like half off is because I cut them into individuals. Obviously you can just buy individuals if you don't have any at hand. I cut them in between where the little lash would be. So this one has a clear band, and I cut the clear band, and there we go, we have an individual. Girly pops. Don't do too many, I only do a few, but it's completely up to you, to be honest. I mean, you could literally end up doing a full eye. It just depends. Literally just boop. So the lashes are now on in the outer corners, and if you want to, you can curl your lashes again, but I don't really like to do that because I've got mascara on. It's really bad for your lashes. She says she's about to do it. Honestly, I just like do this and push it up at the corners because it kind of just molds it to your shape. It makes everything really cat eye and like just sticks up. It's great. So this is it for the eye makeup and base. I'm just gonna do my lips. This is literally just the easiest thing in the world, but I'll show you anyways. A quick drink first because I'm exhausted. So it really depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I do a darker color on the outside and then I'll do a lighter color on the inside. However, I think I'm just really into a gloss at the minute, but I'm actually just gonna line my lips, and I've never ever used this shade before. This is the Revlon Colour Stay Longwear lip liner in shade Nude. Pretty self-explanatory. Never used it before. I'm quite nervous. It's a lot darker than I normally do. That applies so nice. That is so creamy. For a lip liner, that is literally incredible. Like, I actually can't believe. These are the lips. This is the Sexy Mother Pucker from Soap and Glory. Just tingle a bit, and this is gonna make my lips look nice and plump because it has this like weird thing in it that makes your lips tingle and causes a reaction that makes them swell. I'm all about it. I'm all about it. So now all that is left is outfit and hair. I mean, my hair's pretty much done. So I'll be back with you in 2 seconds with the outfit Z. Let's get crack-a-lacking. So I am back and fuller than ever because I decided to make tea, and it really just changed my complete aspects of my outfit choices. I was gonna wear a really tight fitted dress, but I literally feel like I'm heavily pregnant with twins right now because I ate onion and it makes me bloat. So instead, I went for this cute sweater vest, which is from Kiss the Rainbow. Kiss the Rainbow kindly sent me this, and I honestly just think it's super cute. I've just got like a bralette underneath. How cute is this vest top, guys? I feel like it's very Chloe Davy. I don't know if any of you guys follow her, but I am obsessed with her and Amy at the minute. Like, they're literally my favorite people. So to match with this, I would wear my fake Balenciagas. Obviously these aren't real. I don't buy designer, guys. But yeah, that is it. I really hope you enjoyed my head to toe get ready with me. Don't forget to check out Function of Beauty in the description, and again, I just want to thank them for sponsoring this video. I mean, all of my content gets demonetized, so sponsor a day keeps the debt collectors away. Any details you guys want to know will be in the description. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video.